Welcome everyone for this lecture on aromaticity, anti-aromaticity, and non-aromaticity based on CCR net examinations. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about what is aromatic compounds and what are the criteria for aromaticity and the differences between aromatic, anti-aromatic, and non-aromatic compounds. And also, we are going to discuss about aromatic heterocyclic compounds and aromaticity in anilines. In addition to this, we are going to discuss the questions asked in UGC CSIR net examinations. Introduction about aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds are characterized by special stability because they undergo substitution reactions, especially electrophilic substitution reaction, more easily than addition reactions. The aromatic properties of a benzene ring are related to the presence of closed loop of electrons. And what is aromaticity and how we define the aromaticity? The compound is having ability to sustain the induced ring current is called aromaticity. If the compound is having ability to sustain the induced ring current is also called as diatropic compound. If we want to assign the aromaticity of a compound, we need to follow the certain criteria for aromaticity. They are there are four structural criteria must be satisfied for a compound to be aromatic. The first criteria, a molecule must be cyclic. Here have given an orbital structure of benzene. In this benzene, all the carbon has p orbitals. These p orbitals overlap with two neighboring p orbitals so that the benzene is aromatic. If the compound to be aromatic, each p orbital must overlap with p orbitals on adjacent atoms. The criteria 2, a molecule must be planar, which means all adjacent p orbitals must be aligned so that the pi electron density can be delocalized. If the molecular is planar, then the delocalization of pi electron is possible. So it is possible in benzene because benzene is a cyclic compound as well as planar, and all the carbon in benzene is, is having sp2 hybridization. But in the case of cyclooctatetraene, there are 8 carbons and 4 pi bonds, 8 pi electrons present in cyclooctatetraene. In this, due to bond angle strain, when you compare to the benzene, it does not exist in planar form and it goes into the tub shaped. When it goes into the tub shape, the p orbitals present in the cyclooctatetraene, which cannot overlap with the other p orbitals of the adjacent carbons. So, if the p orbitals cannot overlap with the adjacent carbon, the electrons cannot delocalize. So that the compound cyclooctatetraene is not an aromatic compound. The criteria 3 says a molecule must be completely conjugated, which means if there are presence of pi bonds in an aromatic compound, those pi bonds should be in the delocalization, complete delocalization, which means aromatic compound must have a p orbital on every atoms. So for example, in benzene has 6 carbons already I said. These 6 carbons are hybridized in sp2 hybridization, and all the p orbitals are overlapping with the adjacent p orbitals of the carbons. But in the case of 1,3 cyclohexadiene, there are 2 pi bonds, even though here there is a presence of 2 sp3 carbon in cyclohexadiene. If there is a presence of sp3 carbon and also there is not the presence of p orbital, which lacks the delocalization of pi electrons or the conjugation in cyclohexadiene. The same trend is followed in 1,3, 5 cycloheptadiene. Here there is one sp3 carbon is present, which makes the which retards the delocalization of pi bonding in cycloheptadiene. The fourth criteria says whether the molecule is planar, cyclic, and all the pi electrons are in delocalization. The molecule should follow the Huckel's rule and contain a particular number of pi electrons. So that we need to discuss or see about what is Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule says if the compound is aromatic, the compound must contain the 4n plus 2 pi electrons, where n is 1, 2, 3, and etc. If the compound is anti-aromatic, the compound should contain 4n pi electrons. Therefore, if the compound to be aromatic, then the compound should be cyclic, planar, and the pi electrons in the compound should involve in complete conjugation, and also it should follow the 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. Suppose if the compound is cyclic, planar, and the pi electrons are involving in complete conjugation, but the compound contains 4n pi electrons are especially unstable and are said to be anti-aromatic. For example, in benzene is aromatic and especially stable because it contains 6 pi electrons, whereas in the case of cyclobutadiene, cyclobutadiene is anti-aromatic and especially unstable because it contains 4 pi electrons. So that even though the cyclobutadiene is cyclic, planar, and the pi electrons are involving in complete conjugation, but it is following 4n pi electron rule, so it is anti-aromatic and unstable. By considering aromaticity, a compound can be classified in three ways. If a compound is cyclic, planar, and pi electrons are in complete conjugation, and it follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, then the compound is called aromatic compound. If the compound is cyclic, planar, and involves in complete conjugation, but it follows 4n pi electron rule, then it is anti-aromatic. The third one is whether the compound is following 4n plus 2 pi electron rule or 4n pi electron rule. If a compound lacks one or more of the following requirements, they are cyclic, planar, and completely conjugation, is called non-aromatic or not aromatic. Now let us see the relationship between each compound type called aromatic, anti-aromatic, and non-aromatic compounds with a similar open chained compounds or acyclic compounds having the same number of pi electrons. Here, aromatic compound is more stable than a similar acyclic compound or the open chain compound having the same number of pi electrons. For example, benzene is more stable than 1, 3, 5 hexatriene. Here, even though both benzene and 1, 3, 5 hexatriene having same number of pi electrons, but the aromatic compound benzene is more stable than that of 1, 3, 5 hexatriene. And in anti-aromatic compound is less stable than an acyclic compound or open chain compound having the same number of pi electrons. For example, cyclobutadiene is less stable than that of 1, 3 butadiene, even though both having same number of pi electrons. And another, a compound that is not aromatic having the same stability to an acyclic compound having the same number of pi electrons. Say for example, 1, 3 cyclohexadiene is similar in stability to 2, 3 hexadiene. From this we can understand aromatic compound is more stable than that of the similar open chain compounds having the same number of pi electrons. Anti-aromatic compound is less stable than that of the open chain compounds having the same number of pi electrons, and non-aromatic compounds are having similar stability with the open chain compounds having same number of pi electrons. Now we shall discuss about aromaticity in heterocyclic compounds. What is heterocyclic compounds? If the compound is having any one of the heteroatom instead of carbon in the ring is called heterocyclic compounds. The heteroatom donates either one or two electrons to the pi system. For example, here we have pyridine. The heteroatom present in the pyridine is nitrogen. Likewise, the 5-membered ring pyrrole, furan, and thiophene. In pyridine, the pyridine is a 6-membered heterocyclic compound having the nitrogen as heteroatom in the ring. Here, in pyridine is like benzene. It is having 6 pi electrons in the ring itself. In addition to that, it is having one lone pair electron on nitrogen. But in pyridine, the 6 electrons present in the ring is involving in the delocalization, and also the pyridine is cyclic, planar, but the lone pair electron on the nitrogen is not involving in the delocalization. So because this lone pair is perpendicular to the other p orbitals of pi system, so the pyridine is cyclic, planar, and It is involving in complete conjugation, and it also follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. So it is aromatic. In pyrrole is a 5-membered heterocyclic compound having nidazine as an heteroatom. Here, pi electron system is similar to that of cyclopentadienyl anion. Here, the nidazine is an sp2 hybridization, and the nidazine is having one lone pair of electron, which is involving in pi system. In pyrrole, there are 6 pi electrons, 4 electrons from the ring, and 2 electrons on the nidazine. These 6 electrons are all involving in the conjugation, and also the pyrrole is cyclic, planar, and also having 6 pi electrons, so it follows 4n plus 2 pi electron Huckel's rule, and hence the pyrrole is aromatic compound. If we take furan, in the furan, oxygen is act as heteroatom. The furan is 5-membered ring. In this furan, we have oxygen as heteroatom. On the oxygen, there are 2 lone pairs of electron, but one lone pair of electron on the oxygen is involving in the delocalization. The another lone pair electron not involving in the pi system or in the delocalization. So if the 2 electrons on the oxygen and the 4 electrons in the ring involves in the conjugation, totally it comes 6 pi electrons. Those 6 pi electrons are involving in the conjugation, and furan is cyclic, planar, and also follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, so that it is also aromatic. The same trend is followed by thiophene. But in the thiophene, instead of oxygen, sulfur is present. Now we shall discuss aromaticity present in anilines. What is aniline? If hydrocarbons containing a single ring with alternating double and single bonds are called anilines. For example, benzene. In benzene, there are 6 electrons and 3 pi bonds. Those 3 pi bonds are arranged alternatively. So, benzene is an aniline. There are the presence of 6 electrons in the benzene, so that benzene is also called as 6 aniline. Not only benzene, if the completely conjugated rings larger than benzene are also aromatic if they are planar and have 4n plus 2 pi electrons. For example, 14 aniline is having, there are 1, 2, 6, 7, 14 carbons and 18 aniline, also aromatic, because 14 aniline and 18 aniline are following, or it follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, and also it is cyclic and planar. And to name aniline, we have to do uh, that is, we have to indicate the number of atoms in the ring in the brackets. If the benzene, if we are going to give the name for the benzene, means in benzene there are 6 carbon. The 6 is given in the square bracket, and we had the name aniline or the word aniline. So benzene is an 6 aniline, like that. Here the 14 carbon contains in this molecule, so it is 14 aniline, and the carbon, uh, number of carbon present in the next One ring is 18, so it is called 18 aniline. Even though 10 aniline has pi electrons, if the compound contains 10 pi electrons, that should be aromatic. But in 10 aniline, which satisfies Huckel's rule, but a planarity of the molecule would plays the vital role in this molecule. Here, in um, there are two hydrogen atoms inside the ring close to the ring, so that the ring puckers to relieve the strain, so it loses its planarity. Since 10 aniline is not planar, though having the 10 electrons, it cannot delocalize over the ring and it is not aromatic. Till now, we have discussed what is aromaticity and what are aromatic compounds, anti-aromatic compounds, and non-aromatic compounds. And we discussed about the aromaticity in heterocyclic compounds and aromaticity in anilines. Now we shall discuss some of the questions asked in UGC CSIR NET examinations regarding this topic. We shall discuss the questions one by one. The first question, I read out the question. Among the carbocations given below, A, B, and C, here there are four options given. Option A is homoaromatic, B is antiaromatic, C is aromatic. Option B, A is aromatic, B is antiaromatic, and C is homoaromatic. Likewise, option C and D are given. In order to find the correct order of these molecules, we need to find the aromaticity of all these three molecules. If we take the compound A contains 6 pi electrons and it obeys 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, and these 6 pi electrons are in the conjugation even though there is a presence of one sp3 carbon. Here, the presence of sp3 carbon, in order for the pi orbitals to overlap more effectively, the sp3 atoms are forced to lie almost vertically above the plane of the aromatic system. Here, it goes into this place and it allows the other pi electrons to delocalize. If the compound has stabilized like this, and this type of compounds are called homoaromatic, which means homoaromatic compound is a compound that contains one or more sp3 hybridized carbon atoms in a conjugated cycle, so it is homoaromatic. Then option B, in the option B, not in the option B, in compound B contains 4 pi electrons, so it obeys 4n pi electron rule. These 4 pi electrons are delocalization, and also the compound is planar and cyclic, and it obeys 4n pi electron rule, so it is anti-aromatic. And if you go into the compound C, in the compound C is cyclic and it is a planar. There are the presence of 2 pi electrons. If the system contains 2 pi electrons, it obeys 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, so it is aromatic. Here we found the aromaticity of three compounds. A is homoaromatic, B is antiaromatic, C is aromatic. If the option is in this order, that answer is the correct answer. A is the first answer. A is homoaromatic, that is correct. B is
anti-aromatic, and C is aromatic. In this, the option A is the correct answer. Now we shall solve the next question. The next question is, among A to C, the aromatic compounds are. Here, likewise, here three compounds are given, A, B and C. In this, we need to find which are all the compounds are aromatic. Here options are given. Option A, B, C. Option B, A and B only. Option C, B and C only. Option D, A and C only. To find the correct option, we need to find the aromaticity of these compounds. The compound A is, already we have discussed this. This is 10-aniline. 10-aniline is following 4n plus 2 pi electron rule because it has 10 pi electrons. So it obeys Huckel's rule, but in inner part of this, it contains two hydrogens here and here. These two hydrogens are not in the same plane because of steric hindrance, because of the strain. It goes into the trans to one another, so the molecule loses its planarity. So automatically this molecule becomes and loses its aromaticity and becomes not aromatic. It is not aromatic. If you see the option compound C, the compound C is naphthalene. We know that naphthalene is aromatic. And in the option B, it is just an extension of the option A. In the option A, if we remove two hydrogens, instead of two hydrogens, if we substitute the oxygen here, if we substitute the oxygen here, what happens here is that the steric hindrance which will be get relieved and becomes the pi electron present in this compound becomes involved in the delocalization. So this is aromatic. And if you go into the next one, already we found the compound C, that is also aromatic. The compound A is non-aromatic, B is aromatic, and C is aromatic. So option, if you see B, A and B, C and D options, here the compound B and C only the aromatic. So option C is the correct answer. The next one, with respect to electrophilic aromatic substitution, reactivity order of pyrrole, pyridine and indole is. Here pyrrole, pyridine and indole is given. We need to find the reactivity order. The options are given here. Here we know that when we compare to the pyrrole and indole, here the pyrrole is highly reactive when we compare to the indole, which means indole is less reactive than the pyrrole because of withdrawing effect of phenyl ring in case of indole. But in the pyridine is very much less reactive due to electron withdrawing group on the nitrogen atom. Therefore, the pyridine is more less reactive than the benzene and compared to the other compounds. It is even less reactive than nitrobenzene, that is pyridinous. So the reactivity order will be like this. So pyrrole, indole and pyridine. Among this option, which option is the correct one is the first we should come the pyrrole, after the indole and then the pyridine. In the option C is like that. The option C is the correct one, pyrrole, indole and pyridine. Now we shall solve the next question. I read out the question. Consider the following statements for 18-aniline. A. It is aromatic. B. The inner protons resonate at delta 9.0 28 ppm in its proton NMR spectrum. And C, there are 6 protons in the shielded zone. The correct statements are A, B, C, and D. Have given the options. Here we have to find out these statements, among these statements, which are the statements are the correct statements. Already we know 18 aniline is aromatic, we found, and also we have explained about the 18 aniline. 18 aniline is aromatic. So this option is the correct option. If we go into the next one, the B, the inner protons resonates at 9 ppm in proton NMR spectrum. So actually the outer protons are resonates in 9 ppm in NMR spectrum. So the option B is wrong one. And if you go into the C, third statement, there are 6 protons in the shielded zone. If you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 protons in this shielded zone. So this option is correct. Among these options, A and C is correct. So where A and C in these options, here the D option is the correct one. So next one, among the following, the compound which has the lowest energy barrier for the cis trans isomerization is. Here there are 4 options given. Among these options, A to D compounds, only C compound arises in the resonance stabilization energies of aromatization of both the ring and delocalization result in formation of single bond, which allows the rotation of cis trans isomerization. That is, from this is not this. So while in A, B and D, the resonance stabilization energies, that is delocalization, arises in the anti-aromatization of the one of the ring. So there is a no delocalization. So the option C is the correct answer. The next question, the compound that is anti-aromatic is. Here there are 4 compounds are given. Compound 2, 3 and 4. To see the compound 1, there are 4 pi electrons. Here the compound 1 is anti-aromatic. That is because it obeys a rule for anti-aromaticity. In case of boron here, it is an sp2 hybridization. So it follows anti-aromatic character. Here this compound is an anti-aromatic because it is cyclic, conjugated, planar, and it contains and it follows 4n pi electron rule. So it is anti-aromatic. We go into the second compound. This second compound having 6 pi electrons, so it follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, and it has sp3 carbon, and it is having sp3 hybridized carbon in this compound. Here this compound that contains one or more sp3 hybridized carbon atom in a conjugated cycle, then it is homoaromatic. We go into the next one, the third. We see the third, already we have discussed about the third. In the third is cycloheptatriene. This cycloheptatriene is not aromatic. We see the fourth one. The fourth one is following 4n plus 2 pi electron rule, and it involves in the delocalization and planar, so it is aromatic. But here the question is the compound that is anti-aromatic. So the anti-aromatic compound among this is the first compound is anti-aromatic. So the option A is the correct one. The next question asked in GATE exam. The correct statement about carbon 60 is option A. Carbon 60 is soluble in benzene. Here, being organic in nature, carbon 60 is soluble in non-polar solvent such as benzene. And also, it reacts with tertiary butyl lithium. The option first is correct one. The second option is given here. Carbon 60 does not react with tertiary butyl lithium. So it is react with the tertiary butyl lithium. So this is wrong one. The option C here they are given. Carbon 60 is made up of 10 5-membered and 15 6-membered rings. So actually the carbon 60 is made up of 12 5-membered and 26-membered rings, and this option C also is a wrong one. Then the option D, two adjacent 5-membered rings share a common edge. Here in carbon 60 it contains 6-membered as well as 5-membered. Actually in this compound the adjacent 5 and 6-membered ring share a common edge. So here the option D says that two 5-membered rings are sharing the common edge. So this is also wrong one. So option A is the correct one regarding. I read out the next question. The compound that is not aromatic is, here there are 4 options given, A, B, C and D. In option A, the option A contains 6 pi electrons and it is cyclic, conjugated, and it is involving in the delocalization, so it is aromatic compound. In option B, it is a negative ion of the option A. Option A is positive ion, that is cation. The option B is anion of the same compound. But in the option B, there are 8 pi electrons present involving in the delocalization, because here whenever the negative ions are involving in the delocalization, that is also included as 2 electrons. So 8 electrons are involving, so it obeys 4n pi electron rule, and it is cyclic, planar and involving in the conjugation. So option B is anti-aromatic. In option C is planar, cyclic, and there are 6 electrons are involving in the delocalization, 1 negative ion and 2 pi bonds are involving here. So it is also aromatic and it follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. In option D, there are 6 pi electrons inside the ring and 2 anions are delocalizing in involving in the delocalization. So here these 6 electrons and the 2 negative ions, which means 4 pi electrons, also when we combine these electrons, there are comes under 10 pi electrons. Those 10 pi electrons are involving in the delocalization. So whenever we have the 10 pi electrons in a compound, that follows 4n plus 2 pi electron rule. So this compound is also cyclic and planar, so it is also aromatic. And here the question is the compound that is not aromatic. Among this, option A is aromatic, C is aromatic, D is aromatic, but we have to give the answer the which are the compound is not aromatic. Here the B is not an aromatic compound. These are the reference materials I have used for this lecture. Till now, we have discussed about aromaticity, anti-aromatic compounds, non-aromatic compounds in detail, and solved some of the NET and GATE exam questions. I hope you all understood. Thank you.